There are about 37.5 million women reaching or currently at menopause. Menopause affects every woman differently. It is a normal part of aging and marks the end of a woman's reproductive years. Perimenopause, which refers to a variable time beginning a few years before the actual cessation of menses. This refers to the transition stage of the menopausal period. Bones become less dense, making women more vulnerable to fractures. During this period, the body begins to use energy differently. Fat cells change and women may gain weight more easily. There are two stages to the perimenopausal transition. Early stage is when a woman's menstrual cycles are mostly regular but with few interruptions. The late stage is when amenorrhea becomes prolonged for 60 days up to the final menstrual period. Menopause can occur as early as 35. Gene mutations, pre-ovarian failure, estrogen deficiency, socioeconomic status, and smoking for 1 to 2 years may affect its earlier onset. The ovaries change morbidly from birth to the ascent of menopause. The greatest number of primordial follicles is present in the uterus at 20 months of age and undergoes a regular rate of atresia until around the age of 37. In Filipinos, it usually occurs around the age of 47. Menopause may be highly problematic or bothersome because it is associated to poor sleep, hot flushes, amenorrhea, vaginal dryness, dyspareunia, depressed mood, and anxiety. Most of these symptoms do not easily go away. To further discuss, here's a video about perimenopausal transition.
Hi, my name is Pauline Jeremy Triag, ang OB rapper na
I'm Adolfo Selegante. Magdalangin nga po pala. Napadaan lang.
Ako Christine ng 3rd year.
Bianca Cipriano. Ako ang group leader.
It's Greg F. Sinisa, Gyne rapper ng Fatima.
Saan ka tubay? Tagawalis.
Ay, nandiyan pala ka. Si Washer Rain po. Tory ng OB.
I'm Alan J. And this time, I'm not late.
Hi, I'm Cherry Valero, ang irek ng OB.
Hey, I'm Henriette Cruz. Peace out.
The different stages to the menopausal transition. First is the late reproductive stage, followed by the early and late transitions, and finally the early postmenopause.
Anti-Mullerian hormone and inhibin B. They came from variant follicle and use a serum marker to know the variant reserve and Mullerian hormone. Anti-Mullerian hormone is said to be effective in predicting poor outcome and low fertility. Increase in inhibin B, increase in FSH. This is a cardinal feature of menopause transition. It's usually unnoticed. It's asymptomatic.
Stage 2 early transition is attained. Ovarian follicle cohort has shrunk. FSH consistently elevated. Inhibin B is low. Rise FSH causes folliculogenesis. Follicular phase of menstrual cycle becomes shorter.
3B3A constitute late reproductive. Fertility possible but less likely. Ovarian follicle fluctuates and varies moving forward. Ovarian follicles used for ovulation diminishes.
Luteal phase increases. Follicle growth is distinguished in which subsequent cycle follicle is dominant. Growth before the onset of the menstruation. Types of ovulation cycle close to one another.
Progesterone decreases, increase in follicle hormones, erratic estrogen pattern associated with transition, changes in the hormones associated with after menstruation.
Stage 1 late menopausal transition menstrual cycles. Circulating estrogen is low in non-ovulatory cycles. Periods of amenorrhea plus menopausal symptoms. Flushes, mood changes are some of the symptoms. Plus menopausal symptoms. Flushes, mood changes are some of the symptoms.
Increases in cardiac diseases and spine problems is a result of decrease in levels of estrogen. 47 marks the calendar for stage 2. Earlier FMB transition makes it tougher.
In the stage +1 sa progesterone production, but there is a fluctuation of estrogen hormone. After that period, postmenopausal level, but there are not nearly the magnitude changes.